Welcome back to the channel. Boeing 777X delivery updates. American Airlines adding a new route, or multiple of them, and an order cancellation. Wanna begin with Cathay Pacific's belief that Boeing is on track to deliver its first 777X to the company sometime in 2027. The Hong Kong-based airline confirmed the planned first delivery target timeframe during its most recent quarterly earnings call. The move follows Cathay Pacific announcing an order, you may remember, of 14 additional 777X jets, part of a continued commitment to the long-haul plane, which is on track for certification in the coming year. 14 additional 777-9s were ordered 12 years after the first deal of the new jet was placed, when the aircraft had really been first announced, and purchase rights were included in the deal, which has now been activated. The newest contract means that Cathay Pacific will take on at least 35 of the 777-9s when all is said and done, if it doesn't eventually look to secure more of the type to elevate its long-haul flying. Additionally, the airline confirmed that the 777-9, while entering into the fleet in the next couple of years, will not force an immediate retirement of the 777-300ER, which is operational. This aircraft type is beginning to obviously show signs of age and in due course will need to be replaced, but it is expected to stick around for quite some time longer, where according to current forecasting and thanks to fresh comments from the airline's executive, they state the 777-300ERs will fly into the mid to late 2030s. The retirement of the older Boeing 777s is therefore not being rushed, especially with the newer nature of this product, and also the necessity for the 777X jets to really be delivered and be operational to meet capacity requirements before they even think of removing the older planes. Simply put, if there's no need to axe them, they won't do so. Despite all this, optimism is very high that Cathay Pacific will receive its first 777X in the next 2 years, 2027 being the target, permitting all goes according to plan between now and then. Airbus, meanwhile, has published another order cancellation, this time for its A350F, marking the second in the last couple of months. Martin is the company that has trimmed its forecasted eventual operation with this dedicated freighter, this cargo division of KLM and part of the overall Air France KLM group. One unit has been removed from the Martin future freight fleet, with the move reflected in Airbus's publishing of their July monthly orders and delivery data. The group having already committed to the program in a bid to revitalise cargo flying into the future, the decision to cancel the order came as no shock. Air France KLM confirmed in March that it would be moving ahead with the scale-back of its order book for the A350F, following several delays to the upcoming freighter program which have been encountered. Additionally, the group conducted a study into its portfolio of future aircraft, and decided that there would be a notable change to its flying, including a reduction in the freighter order as part of the end result from those studies. Air France KLM's order tally stood at 8, with the decision made to decrease this to 6, as reported by Air Cargo News at the time. The original split would have seen 4 units headed to Air France Cargo and 4 units to Martin Air. A decision to axe units doesn't mean the overall focus on freighter flying will diminish though, with the group saying it would continue to utilise the belly capacity of passenger aircraft alongside the eventual usage of these dedicated freighters, albeit at a reduced rate. While a blow to the backlog ever so slightly for the A350F, remember this is still a next generation freighter that is attracting a fair amount of interest from many operators around the world. Not only has it already welcomed in orders, but many other customers are studying the prospects of committing to the plane as they look to renew their freight fleet in the coming years. The confirmation of Martin Air's axing of an A350F order also follows one of the program's launch customers, Air Lease Corporation, axing their entire fleet of orders for the jet only in the last couple of months. That leading global lessor committing to the program at the 2021 edition of the Dubai Air Show, with 7 freighters purchased. It is worth noting that at the same time there were orders for over 100 passenger aircraft, and in the end, those 4 years, a lot happened, and for the lessor, they say that their future firmly sits on the usage of passenger planes, and freighter aircraft are not something they want to dive into right now. At the very least, certainly not bringing in a completely new dedicated freighter, if that makes sense. So there's been a couple of A350F order cancellations in the last couple of months. That should not hinder the Airbus, who will continue pitching the aircraft to new operators. Lastly on the list, American American Airlines is expanding its international network with a 6 for 26 plan as preparations begin to turn the page over into a new year already. Yep, time flies. The US carrier says that across summer 2026, it'll launch 6 new destinations with a focus on Europe and South American experiences. Firstly, you're looking at summer seasonal flights from May 21, beginning with non-stop Dallas-Fort Worth through to Athens. The daily service on one of Europe's most popular destinations will enable travelers to access what the airline describes as unique cuisine and a lot of history, with DFW acting as the 5th non-stop destination for Athens, giving greater connectivity options for people across the United States. Additionally, Dallas-Fort Worth will see non-stop service down to Buenos Aires and extended service between May 21 and August 3. American Airlines also stating that summer seasonal flights from Dallas-Fort Worth to Zurich from May 21 through to August 4 will occur. Zurich has been carefully selected alongside a lot of these cities with enhanced service for football fans, or at least as it's known in the US, soccer, to complement markets such as Argentina and even Switzerland, who will all be congregating in North America for the 2026 World Cup that is being hosted. Next, American Airlines is enhancing its Miami and Milan service with year-round flights to be offered from March 29, the Dreamliner of usage here. Philadelphia will see a summer seasonal flight also on May 21 through to Budapest, and lastly, Philadelphia and Prague will also commence on that very same day. These changes to the American Airlines network come as the airline says its customers are indicating there's quite a lot of strong appeal to fly towards European destinations on every northern summer, and as a result, they're listening to their customer base, and the new routes are going to make the Atlantic even easier to cross. The network expected to only grow further in the coming years with more availability thanks to the delivery of new planes. It doesn't stop there, however. American Airlines also committing to flying towards the west with planned expansion of service towards Japan, where compared to the summer 2025 schedule, the airline is increasing its premium capacity of more than 45% through to Tokyo, Haneda from Dallas-Fort Worth and Los Angeles. That will conclude today's industry recap. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Thanks for watching. Take care, do be safe, and I'll see you tomorrow.